Hello. How's everybody doing on Sunday, Soul Sunday? Well, I pulled out some great cards. It's really hot today here in Florida, and we're just trying to stay in the air and stay cool. I think the real feel is like 107 today, so it's really hot out there. So I did a meditation. I pulled some cards. I got some beautiful cards for everybody, and I've got some great messages. So let's get right into it and read these messages. The first card that came out was the number 23, which is a 5, integrity, which is change. 5 is change. The integrity card, this is a beautiful card. I had to cover her beautiful body with some stars because YouTube does not like the natural body. So I covered her with some stars, so she's a superstar today. So she's got her leopard of protection, her wise owl for wisdom, and she is in her pure essence. She has the peacock feathers on her horn. She's in all nature. She's in the tree. She reminds me of the story of Lilith in Adam and Eve. Instead of Eve, Lilith was his first wife, and she was dominating, and she was all that. And she left Adam because she wanted her freedom. So she reminds me of Lilith. So let's see what the integrity card brings. The integrity card is the 7th of the influence card. It represents making choices and acting with honesty and honor. Integrity has many forms. There is personal integrity, professional integrity, artistic integrity, and intellectual integrity. To have sound personal integrity is to have high moral, ethical, and personal standards, and to hold true to your core values regardless of circumstances. It is to stand in direct opposition of hypocrisy, dishonesty, cruelty, and injustice, to honor your personal truth. Your words, actions are in harmony and do not counteract each other. In short, you walk your talk. To have sound personal integrity is to be of good character in nature. It is to be authentic and not hide behind any deception or illusion. What you see is what you get. Authenticity is the mainstay of a person with integrity. To have artistic integrity is to do what you love because you love it. Yes, if you are blessed to be able to create for a living, you should do so. But the basis of creation should always be love, not money. A person with artistic integrity would not compromise themselves or their craft for money. They will always give their audience and clients their finest work because when they love what they do, they strive without conscious thought to have their current project or creation be their best. Their heart and passion is always their guided influence. To have professional integrity is to practice ethical and honest behavior in business. It is to accord fellow employees, employers, customers, and clients respect and honesty. It is to meet one's professional duties in a dedicated and responsible manner and always perform your duties to the best of your ability each and every time. It is to strive to offer a product or workmanship of the highest quality and to be willing to grow, improve, and refine oneself in order to become a master of your craft or the top of your field of expertise. To have intelligence integrity is to live by the very same standards that you expect others to live by. It is to be consistent and treat all with equality. It is to be just and fair. It is to hold true to your core values in a manner that is consistent and expected. It is to give those around you the same treatment and not play favorites. There should be no arbitrary expectations, including yourself. Those with integrity do their utmost to avoid hypocrisy, but also know and understand that some of the beliefs they subscribe to cannot always be honored. They aspire, but they do not always succeed, and this does not make them less. It makes them human. Those with integrity are not perfect. Those with integrity are honorable, honest, and accepting of their imperfect state, and do not strive for an impossible ideal, but instead endeavor to be the best person they can be in all areas of their lives. You know, this card reminds me of the integrity. You know, a lot of people have to work 9 to 5. We live in a money world right now. And there's so many people out there working 9 to 5 that hate what they're doing and they hate everything about it. And you should never have to hate what you're doing. And unfortunately, the money system was put into effect to make us as unhappy sometimes as we can and not mature in our ability to be creative, whether it's singing, dancing, music, whatever you love, go do it. That card represents that to me. The next card that came out, the confirmation card for that, was prosperity. And with integrity, you do have prosperity, whether it's in your heart space or your money or whatever it is, prosperity will be abundant. And this is the Ace of Pentacles. Money is coming. You will receive a reward or gift, or you see an opportunity to generate more income through new work or personal projects in relation. This ace shows stability. An additional meaning of this card is moving to a new home or using money wisely to invest in a property. Overall, the Ace of Pentacles reveals a happy, stable, successful time. Advice for this is maximize your good fortune and make your money work for you. You deserve it. It's time to make a wise financial decision. So that's a good reading today. That's so far so good. Oh, there's a beautiful waterfall behind her in this card. I didn't even notice it. It's gorgeous. This card that came out is the Maiden. And these are both arcana, major arcana cards. She is beautiful, and she's got a butterfly right here in her hand with magic around it. She's got the wreath. She's pure nature. She's all earth. She's got flowers, and she's got the white rabbit. You know, I'm wondering if the truth about the white rabbit, are we following the white rabbit? Is she following the white rabbit? Is she looking for the truth? She just came down the path. She's looking back at the white rabbit. It's interesting. Follow your dreams. The maiden walks an unfamiliar path, but does so with confidence and grace. She has been taught by those around her that it is not selfish or conceit to follow her dreams and actively work to manifest her goals and desires. She does so without needing permission from anyone. Much like her male counterpart, the youth, the modern maiden is not afraid to ask questions, challenge the answers, and be the adventurous explorer. Did she follow the white rabbit? The truth? Think so. But while the youth explores new horizons, the maiden explores herself. The maiden is equally interested in first discovering and then nurturing her interest, and increasing her self-knowledge and exploring her waking sexuality. She forms relationships with healthy boundaries and expresses her sexuality with innocence, pride, and confidence. When she chooses to take a lover for the first time, it will be done without shame or fear of judgment. If she chooses to remain alone, it is not because she believes herself to be undesirable, but because she does not believe that she needs a lover in order to be happy or fulfilled. Let me tell you, it's a lot different than this one. She don't need nothing. She's real confident in herself, especially probably her sexuality. The maiden card is one of youthful confidence, empowerment, and increasing independence. She is fertile, but uses that fertile nature to create, express, and explore. She is on a journey of self-discovery, focusing on learning more about who she is and what makes her happy. And she knows that her explorations in the present will give rise to a future self who knows what she wants from life and is not afraid to make it happen. In the past, the maiden was expected to do as she was told and be true to the expectations of family and society. In the present, the maiden chooses to begin the journey towards self-awareness and empowerment. Wow. Okay. This card, we need to talk about this. I just said that this card reminds me of Lilith and the story I'm sure everybody's heard of Adam and Eve, where Eve wasn't the first, it was Lilith. And Lilith had a dominating, she had a mask, she had the, you got the feminine and you got the masculine. Lilith in the Adam and Eve story had the masculine. She wanted to be equal with Adam. Adam didn't want that. She is telling you that she does not need that. She wants to empower herself. So she might not need anybody. And that's an interesting correlation with these two cards. So the clarifier for the maiden got a lot of pentacles, was the Nine of Pentacles. Gratitude. Now is the time to treat yourself to some leisure luxury, furnishing your home, tending your garden, indulging in your favorite pursuit, or otherwise spending on yourself. As you'll be feeling rich in both time and money. You love your home, so you may redecorate, rearrange, bake, and invite others to share your relaxed, comfortable space. Devote time and money to your interests and your home. You can be the center of your world and appreciate all good things in life just now. That is so far a really good reading. Really, we need to empower ourselves and we need to go embrace the beauty that we want to experience in this life. And if we want to create, if we want to sing, if we want to dance, whatever we want to do, just go do it. Don't let life stop you. If we are stopped in what we love, we are sad, we are angry, we are miserable because we are not happy with what we have, because we were stopped from what we needed to do. We all have a mission on this earth. Whatever it is, it's not somebody else's mission, and it's not somebody else to tell you what your mission is, because you have your own mission, they have theirs. We all need to remember that. And the card, I'll tell you, the last card that came out was the 11, the masculine and feminine fire sign. The 11 of fire is a balancing and realigning card. It symbolizes the importance of balancing our masculine and feminine energies. The masculine of Lilith and the feminine of the maiden. Balancing, realigning. Now is the time to do that. It symbolizes the importance of balancing our masculine and feminine energies, and to remind us we are and always will be a mix of both. Our physical gender is irrelevant. The 11 of fire asks that we look beyond the gender stereotype to how we respond and react to day-to-day experiences. On an energetic level, our masculine aspect serves to protect self and others, while our feminine aspect serves to nurture self and others. In a simplistic society, a typical male will embody a more masculine energy than feminine. They are characteristically more aggressive and forceful, but also very protective of those who feel are in need of protection. However, they are more apt to use physical force and aggression to protect. A typical female, however, will embody more feminine energy than masculine. They are characteristically more passive and yielding. And while possessing the same desire to protect the vulnerable, they will generally use diplomacy and dialogue in order to determine an option that avoids conflict. Gender stereotypes are often one-dimensional and rarely accurate, especially when we are discussing masculine and feminine energy, as opposed to man and woman. It can become even more problematic to assign specific attributes to either gender when there are many men who identify as female and women who identify as male. When it comes to masculine and feminine energy, we all have both, regardless of our physical gender or our gender we have assigned ourselves. And this energy is expressed in how we behave and act. It influences all that we do. Masculine energy is active, impatient, assertive, creative, aggressive, forceful, protective, logical, analytical, and controlling. Feminine energy is inactive, calm, retiring, receptive, passive, yielding, nurturing, emotional, intuitive, and allowing. Masculine energy motivates us to focus upon our personal needs and self, while feminine energy motivates us to think of others and their needs. Again, regardless of gender, a person who is energetic and proactive is embracing masculine energy, while a person who is calm and passive is embracing feminine energy. Neither is instinctively good and bad, but if an imbalance is present, it can be evident in our actions and give rise to destructive behavior. An imbalance can occur when we have too much of one and not enough of the other all of the time. Too much of one without enough influence from the other can create a very discordant and destructive mix. But what is right? What is the right mix? This is not about having equal parts of both, but about having a harmonious blending that is suited to your lifestyle and personal goals and needs. If you are not assertive enough, you may need to embrace more masculine energy. If you are overly assertive to the point where others are always intimidated by you, then consider embracing a little more feminine energy and softening your approach. An aggressive approach or method is sometimes required in order to break from the old and make way for the new. But aggressive methods don't always have to be violent. To be forceful is not always indicative of physical force being used. Masculine and feminine energy should be allowed to flow and ebb as it needed. Like fire flickering and dancing, you add less fuel if you want things to cool, and more fuel if you want things to heat up. Enough heat give rise to creative, productive energies. Embrace a little more masculine and feminine energies in your day-to-day activity and relationships. Do you need to step up and be a little more assertive or proactive? Does something or someone need your protection? Are you not nurturing yourself or others enough? Are you being overly analytic instead of heeding your intuition? Are you allowing impatience to get the better of you? When your situation calls for calm and compromise, are you choosing a path of inaction when you need to embrace one of action in order to manifest and change your needs? Pause for a moment, evaluate, and bring your masculine and feminine energies back into a harmonious alignment, which your life and your needs. Wow. This was an amazing reading. We have I'm going to call her the Lilith card. She's got the masculine, I think, and feminine to me going. She is all that. She knows what, look, her face says it all. She's determined. And she's bringing out the feminine, the maiden, the beauty. She's on a path. She's on a journey. And this one is telling you to combine both in harmony and balance. Because prosperity and gratitude and prosperity will help. Now, the clarifying card for this one. was the stability, the strength card, which is an 11. 11, 11, master numbers. This is a big message for some of us. For me, yes, it's a big message for all of us. The strength card. This card shows patience in the face of conflict. You stand your ground rather than being overwhelmed. You oppose, what opposes you is lower than you. This may be your own fear, guilt, or other emotions that shake your confidence, or a person who is acting in an unreasonable way by projecting these emotions onto you. Having compassion while keeping your personal boundaries strong and refusing to be taken advantage of shows the strength of your character. An additional meaning of this card is literally physical strength, a return to vitality. Advice: stand firm, be calm, and take the higher moral ground. This situation is a test of your character, and you are resilient and patient enough to withstand ongoing challenges without panicking or a compromise that doesn't feel right. That, folks, was a beautiful card. Those were all beautiful cards. And I think this is telling us that we need to balance our feminine and masculine more. We need to take confidence in our natural beauty and who we are. We've got the protection of the leopard. We have the wiseness of the owl. She has the earth around us, and she is confident enough to show you her complete vulnerability of her body and her. And she's amazing. And she is following, in my opinion, she's following that path, but she's following the truth, the white rabbit. She is in her own wonderland. She has magic all around her. And she is experiencing the beauty. And this strength, this is us. This looks like a golden wheel. He is surrounded in everything. Let me tell you, the eyes are blind. There is a golden dagger over the third eye, and there is an eye open over the crowns. She doesn't need her eyes open. She really doesn't need the third eye. She is the connecting. She is the connecting to source. The all there is, the all there ever was. She is the golden masculine feminine. She knows what she's doing. Now, to top it off, I pulled a Soul Helper Oracle for today. And we got a 33. We got two 11s, 11, 11, and we got 33, all master numbers. She is playing a beautiful harp, and it's all intertwined with nature. Her hair is flowing. She's got the beautiful dress on. There is a tombstone here with a bird on it. Like, she is playing music for her ancestors. She is got the sun beaming down on her, and it looks like fall. It looks like she is connecting to the energy of Earth and the ancestors. To me, listen to the eternal song of your soul, turn into it, and learn to trust it. Your soul is an eternal song, an everlasting melody that flows through the cosmos and has the power to touch everything. It knows neither time nor space, neither life nor death, which is precisely why it is here, where you are right now. Be aware of this. You are the soul, you are eternal, and you made the decision to be here at this moment. Whether you are content or otherwise will depend on whether you are on the path of your soul and whether you are attuned to it. It is only on your soul path that you will find happiness or encounter true love. And only here do these treasures all lie waiting for you. Examine and review your soul path and your intentions with regard to it. It is important to be aware that your soul is not within you, inside your body, but instead you are within your soul. Knowing this will help you to be better able to sense your soul, to attune to it. Since if you seek it within you, it will be in vain. Think of yourself increasingly as a soul light, great, radiant, and immensely diverse in all your colors and vibrations. Your soul is the matrix of your truth, of your eternity. Learn to trust your soul. It has chosen this precise life as it saw the immense diversity that your present circumstances have to offer. Now is the time to stop railing against all these things. Acceptance is the key and will open the doors to your next step towards your destiny. Your helpers for the next 21 days is the power animal is the raven, the herbaliscent oil is the tea tree oil, the healing crystal is the sapphire, and the number is the master number 33. 3 master numbers in this reading. This reading is very enlightening for me, and I'm sure many. Let's look up the master number. The digits of a double number or master number, 11, 22, 33, etc., are not usually added together, but instead are regarded as having twice the power of that particular number. Give yourself the time to allow the number of the card to resonate through your light body. Visualize it in front of your heart and let it circle around your body. Don't try to control this, but instead simply observe where the number wants to go. Its position may bring important information. This was an amazing reading, everybody. I think this really pulled out the masculine and feminine issues of people. We all have those. Sometimes we're more masculine than we need to be, and sometimes we're more feminine than we need to be, and we're not balanced out. And this is telling us all that we need to balance the masculine and feminine. It's not about anything about judgment, but we need to have the Lilith. We need to have that walk away moment when Lilith takes charge and she is going to be a free spirit. We all deserve to be a free spirit on this earth. And the maiden, she is going to follow the truth. She's going to follow the white rabbit. And she is going to be all feminine at that point. She is going to be patient and she's going to stand back and she is going to observe. And this is going to realign us and balance us with the masculine and feminine energy. Because that type of attitude and that type of life will bring plenty of prosperity. And if we give gratitude, it will bring strength and stability to us. So I think we should all listen to the eternal song of our soul. And I think we should all go out and make this Saturday or Sunday. I keep saying Saturday. I'm stuck on Saturday. The time is flying so fast. I don't even know sometimes what day it is unless I look at the calendar, because it's just, we're already almost in September and it seems like we just got into August. So I hope everybody goes out and has a beautiful, magical Sunday. And you know what? I love you all, and make every step in your journey be magical. Guess what? Be you.